Welcome to Reality Creative Video. I'm Hermes, and I thought I'd do a show on just catching you up on what's going on the alchemy part of Wisdom's Door here. So, first, remember our Basil challenge? Look at this, okay? What do you think? Is one of them better than the other? And which one is that? It's the one with the colloidals. Surprise, surprise. Thing is twice the height and greener, has a nicer state of green than the one without the colloidals. So, if you think the plant can like it so much, you can imagine what your body's going to do with it, right? So that's our Basil challenge, which I'm going to call that to a close. And I don't know, I have to put these basils back where I got them and using them for making a nice basil sauce or something like that. Anyway, that's the first thing. I'm making zinc here. I'm doing it the slow way today, only because I didn't want to have to sit and watch it boil, you know what I mean, and grab it at the right time. It's probably going to take about 2 or 3 hours to get to where I want it to be, but I'm just going to let it go. I don't have a whole lot going on today, and I'm a little low on zinc, so we're just didn't use any, no citric, sodium citrate, or a little bit of heat to cook the zinc faster, but no sodium citrate, so it'll take longer. There's a difference when you use an accelerant like sodium citrate or citric acid and add that to your colloidals when you're making them. What happens is the colloidal has to it takes longer for the colloidal to finalize. And I find anytime you add an accelerant to the colloidal, it'll take about 24 hours for it to form into its final form, looking at it in the microscope. But if you don't use any accelerant, it only takes about an hour. After the solution cools, or about an hour later, you pretty much what you see in the scope is what you're going to get. I don't think it makes a difference as far as ingesting the colloidal if you've used it with an accelerant or not. So silver I never use an accelerant for because it only takes 45 minutes to cook. So zinc I do because I don't want to wait the 2.5-3 hours that it might take to cook. But like I said, today's a little different. So now I want to announce something new at Haas. Here it is, colloidal magnesium. Yes, I'm expanding. Magnesium is, you look up online and you read the in-depth thing about magnesium. Magnesium is said to be the most important metal that you could possibly have in your body. And the main reason for that is around your bones and your muscles is a layer of calcium magnesium. And without that lubricating and protectiveness of calcium magnesium on these things, your joints and muscles would just deteriorate. Would just deteriorate away. It's like a lubricant, which is why magnesium is often associated with a muscle relaxant, things like that. So this is colloidal magnesium, 14 parts per million. So I've had a call into my chemist, and we're trying to figure out exactly how many milligrams the equivalent of 14 parts per million magnesium would be as to taking a magnesium supplement. Now, I've only been using this putting it on my arms and my legs as a test. I haven't started drinking it yet. I plan to start drinking it as long as I don't get any strange rashes or anything on my body. And I'm going to start drinking small amounts of it, and we're going to see how it goes. And I'm sure I'm going to have a video on how to make that. But just so you're interested, if those of you that are interested in magnesium, this is a magnesium rod. It's actually flat. It's a flat strip. They don't seem to make scientific grade round magnesium. You can only get it in like a roll. It comes in a roll. I should have got the roll out. Do I have the roll? Yeah, I got the roll here. Comes in a roll like this. So I cut off a piece of it, and then I slide it in I'm going to have to modify my tops because the strip is a little bit too wide to fit in my holes. So I'm going to make a new top that has a slit in it just for my magnesium. Now, when I made this, I didn't put anything in it. No accelerant. That's why I was talking about the accelerant before. So this took 4.5 hours to cook the 14 parts per million. It is probably the slowest cooking metal that I've gotten to date, with zinc being close behind it. You know, zinc can, without an accelerant, like I said, can take 2.5 to 3 hours to cook. So I just wanted to cook it the slow way just to get an idea of what it looks like in the microscope. And there's a picture of it right over there, and I will put it over here of what a colloidal magnesium looks like in the microscope. So I'm going to tell you, we'll learn more about magnesium in the future as I start to use it myself. And like I said, eventually we're going to have a video on how to make colloidal magnesium. It's pretty much the same as zinc. Really, you don't have to do much except put the 2 rods in there and, you know, wait. It doesn't change. It's clear. It doesn't change color or anything like that. So in order to know how much you got in there, you're going to have to you're going to have to weigh it or have a microscope. That would be the only 2 ways you're going to know in there. And it's a very slow cooking thing. I guess that's about it. I just wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know what was going on here. And I'll have some more videos in the future. I know I'm planning a video on how to make colloidal copper. That's coming up. I need to make copper this week. So when I make copper, I'm going to shoot the video for you on that. I'm Hermes. This is Reality Creative Video, and I will talk to you again soon.